bit of a strange one this, but I have two managers of Slough in front of me. I'll start first with you, Callum. What's up? Why are you here? What's going on?
Well, I mean, some of us have come dressed as a part, haven't they? You know, that's unfortunate, Scott. But no, I'm the virtual manager of Slough Town. I manage them in a game called Football Manager, so it's slightly different to the job Scott does. But yeah, well, no, it's been an absolute pleasure to come down today, and thank you so much to all of Slough Town, including Scotty, for allowing that.
And quickly before we ask Scott what his actual thoughts are on the game, what were your thoughts on the performance today?
Well, I was on the touchline for the first half. I thought he was quite touchy in the first half. But I think we were the better of the two sides. Second half, it did feel like, you know, we were the ones with all the effort in the second half. I don't know if it got a little bit much for the opposition, but ultimately, you can't complain in a game where you score 4 goals and you win the game, can you? So it's good preparation for the season. And then Scott, yourself then, you were out there for a little while yourself. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was really difficult. I think the conditions were hot, the pitch was very, very dry. We like to play at a tempo, as people know, and we couldn't really get the tempo today, I think, in terms of our passing. So it was tough, I think, on the sidelines for the first half. We were probably demanding a lot out of the boys in terms of quality. And like you say, when you step onto the pitch and actually realise how difficult it is, it does play a part in things. So overall, like the real manager says here, to get 4 goals was great. Really, really disappointed to concede a goal. That's never a good thing, but it's good building blocks. A lot of lads got minutes, some understanding, some relationships sort of built again today. So all in all, a good day.
And actually, one of the players I wanted to pick out who's picked up a few more minutes than he has done in recent weeks, Lexus. Are you happy with what you've seen from him over the last week? Because he has had, like I said, a few more minutes than he's had so far in pre-season.
Yeah, it's just about building people up at the moment. I think Lexus was highly sought after from a lot of clubs in the league. We managed to get him, and obviously he's a man mountain at the back, very composed on the ball. He'll be a really good player for us, no doubt about it. I think he's probably a year behind Dan Bayliss in terms of stepping up to the level. But I'm sure that he can be the Dan Bayliss like he was last season for us next season. So yeah, really good addition to the group. We've got some headaches going into the next couple of weeks in terms of what we're going to go for here at home against Chelmsford. So it's all building up to that. I think we've got the sort of the base of a good squad, but it's just figuring out maybe formation, personnel. But we're kind of getting a little bit closer game by game.
And did any of Callum's team talks help at all in the dressing room?
No, it's good to have him in there. Like, I've massively endorsed what he's doing. I think he's great. The one thing I love about non-league is obviously the way that you have that sense of inclusion, I think, from a fan's perspective, and then obviously a fan from miles away somewhere in Wales. So no, it's great to have Callum down. I don't think many clubs would do it. I kind of guess there was a few of us that had to sign it off as such. Probably me being the one that allowed him into the changing room and whatnot, and in the dugout. And listen, I'm all for it. I think you've got to enjoy football, and if we can put a smile on someone's face with a good bunch of people that have turned out as well with Callum. So I think there's 30 people that have come through the gate today, and what he's obviously done is brilliant. He's got a lot of traction online, and if we can help him along the way with that, and listen, hopefully it's been a good experience and one that he'll remember. So yeah, I'm all for it. In a league game, we probably wouldn't do it because it's a little bit more serious. But in pre-season, we've had it in the diary for a while. So yeah, it's a pleasure to have him around.
Yeah, thanks for your thoughts on that and today's game, Scott. But I'll give the last words to our other manager for this afternoon, Callum. What have you made of the day? Sum it all up for us.
It's difficult to sum it up. I mean, it's a completely unusual set of circumstances for ultimately a primary school teacher, which is what I am, you know. And it's mad. And I thank everyone throughout the club, Ade, yourself, Con, Scott, Yella, you know, everyone who's made this an opportunity, because it's so interesting to stand on that touchline and hear, you know, how management works, because you can watch it, you know, you watch football on TV, but you never actually get that insight. To actually see that is amazing, and it's been a day that I'll never forget. And Slough Town, despite the fact that before sort of managing them online, I didn't really even acknowledge Slough Town. They're definitely a club I'll always hold close to my heart now because of the experiences I've had. So yeah, it's been amazing.
Thank you. Thank you to both.
Great work, Cal.
Scott, we'll see you next Saturday.
Top man. Cheers. Thank you.